And we're recording. Yes, folks, we are recording the review of the last map we just did, which was SaltHell Park. We don't exactly know why it's called that, other than
because it's a park.
And it's in hell, and apparently the first name has to be Salt. First impressions, guys. Anybody have besides the typing?
It was an okay map.
Map was a lot of fun.
The Easter eggs were interesting.
We need to find more of those. Yeah, I enjoyed this map. It's kind of a breath of fresh air considering what we have been playing. It's certainly different from all the Half-Life ones we've been playing. Fuck.
Although the crates, the giant, like, I don't know what they're called, the containers, the giant metal containers that we were climbing up.
Those are boxcars. They use them for trains, but there's also they use them for freight.
Yeah, but yeah, my point is that it's just kind of there. Maybe that's the location of another Easter egg, but I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't find all the Easter eggs.
I got kind of confused around that area. Getting to that.
I think that was meant to be kind of a maze-like place, but it's a really easy maze-like place. The actual only maze that we actually ran into was actually pretty tough, considering there's a shit ton of witches. In a game, I've never seen so many witches.
I think we have seen more before.
Outside of Death Hour?
Yes. Yes, we have.
I don't remember.
I don't remember which video it was, but I know we've seen more.
Well, I remember one of them, there was like 5 in one area. They were circling around a fountain. But I think that one glitched on us. I don't remember anything else. Anyway, that's a different map entirely. Anything more to add on the first impressions?
This map is very interesting and also quite visually. It's visually pleasing.
Yes.
A lot of aspects.
Yeah.
So I'll give credit where credit is due.
All right. I guess with that, we'll jump right into the review. 5 stars max, 1 star minimum. Meta, you go first. Same rotation. Number of infected. What'd you think about that, Meta?
Oh man, how many infected did we clock around?
2140.
2140, geez. Yeah, that was definitely challenging to get through. We had to like combine. We had to use our teamwork to get through it. So I'm gonna give that a full star.
Q.
Yeah, it's a full star worth of quality right there.
Alright. Dread.
I'll give it a full star. The numbers of infected were challenging.
Alright. I'll give it a full star as well. It didn't feel overpowering at times unless you were by yourself, which that's what the common is supposed to do. The only part I didn't see so much of the common really was right after that drawbridge came down in the finale. There was none. It was kind of weird considering that all the way through the campaign we killed a shit ton of them. Other than that, it was pretty fine. I can't think of anything else in terms of infected. It's pretty general. Moving on, I guess, to length. We clocked this in about 51 minutes, Meta. What'd you think about the length?
51 minutes? Seriously?
Yeah, it was just under an hour.
It was an hour for, I think this was a 5-part map?
This is a 5-part map. It's 45 to an hour is our average.
Yeah, I felt like the length was appropriate. I never felt at all that the map was dragging. So I'm going to give this one a full star.
Alright, Q.
Yeah, it seemed to keep a regular pace in it, much
Yeah.
more akin to a good map, if you will. So it's a full stall.
All right, Dread.
I'll give it a full star because for the time that we were playing, there weren't really many things that seemed boring or anything.
All right, I'll give it a full star as well. It didn't have the artificial time feel at all. Like the only part that it could have it is when we had to open the gates, and really those didn't take very long. The finale, that's supposed to always be kind of like that. You gotta have to wait for something to happen before you can move on. Other than that, the wait time, really, the artificial wait time is virtually non-existent in this map. Everything had something to go with. You always were watching your back. You had to watch your teammates. It was really, really fun because of that. It kept us looking everywhere, especially for health and stuff like that. That was probably the only problem we had, was looking for health. We still had to watch everything when it came to that. And time just felt like we were playing longer than 51 minutes. So surprising that we did it in under an hour. Moving on to difficulty fitting. Meta, what'd you think about the difficulty about this map?
I didn't feel like it curved at any point. It felt like it gradually kept getting more difficult with each map, which I'm very impressed with. You could tell because as we go through each map, the camp we start to lag, and I think that's because it was trying to spawn more zombies.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that might be a problem in the long run on the design side of things. But aside from that, if that could be fixed, I'll give this a full star.
All right, Kyo.
Yeah, it's a full stall.
Tread.
I'll give it a full star.
This one I might have to differ with you guys. I'm giving it 3/4. I mean, I do, in terms of difficulty, throughout, it did get progressively harder each time. I do agree with that. I do agree with a lot of things. That it was very balanced in terms of the common infected ratio with the specials, how we're getting through the maps. The only problem I really had with it was the fact that it spawned way too many defibrillators.
Might have been just that we were not lucky with that.
Oh no, I think that was part of it. But it seemed like there was more defibrillators than there were med packs. As we were progressing through, even one part, we seen 3 defibrillators, 1 med pack. It was like, okay, I understand.
If you're playing a harder difficulty, though, this map will make you dead more often than not.
Yeah, so if it's a harder difficulty, it makes sense in that. But we're playing on normal difficulty. That's our average. This is the average player we're trying to consist of here. And when it comes to normal, you don't really need that many defibrillators. Other than that, the specials weren't much of a problem. There was just enough weapons when we needed them. Maybe ammo pouches there's a couple of them that could be taken out. I mean, seen one where they were almost virtually next to each other, if you will. Other than that, it just needs maybe some takeaways from it. It doesn't really need a whole lot of fixing in terms of difficulty. Moving on to design. Meta, what do you think about the design?
I do remember a lot of it, but I'm trying to remember the segments where it actually represented more like a park, like the maze segment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those seem very park. Those seem very park-like.
Mm-hmm.
I think this map is very well designed. I think okay, well, no. I think it's designed that it's like I said before the beginning, it's designed to where it's visually pleasing, but it does need to help guide you along a little bit more, because there were a few times where we were kind of stuck.
We were kind of lost and stuff. Yeah.
So, and when that happens, we tend to just wander about. But in any case, with that in mind, I think I'm going to give this 3 3/4 of a star.
All right. Kyo.
Yeah, it was a well put together map design wise. The maze was fairly well put together. The containers, which, well, everything seemed well put together, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we did get lost a couple of times, it was usually in areas that were designed to get lost in, I felt. So I'm going to give it full star.
Dread.
I'll give it 3/4 because the design was good, but going by the name, I didn't really see much of a park except for the few small spots like the hedge maze or whatever. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Not sure what I want to give it a rating for here. It's between 3/4 and a full star here. Really, I can go either way on it. Mainly because it is visually pleasing. Everything is well put together. But in terms of the name, it doesn't quite fit because we've seen little of the park, mostly of everything outside of the park.
And we didn't see much salt.
Well, I think it's just the name of the park, Dread.
Immersion ruin. No, there's no fucking salt. There's no salt, and there's no hell. This, it's ruined. 0 out of 5. Get no recommendation. I fucking quit. I'm gone. Gone.
Okay. Apparently we lost meta. Yeah, it's a well-designed map. Everything about this map I like. It's just that it doesn't fit well with the name. That's the only problem I have with it, really.
Actually, I think it does.
Well, you can think that it's
of the Polk, the actual Polk its map's based off of. Yeah, they did it.
well, okay. Well, you have to trust our opinions because we're not going to look at the same picture. You can send it to us, but I'm not going to go take a look right now. To me, since I've never seen a park, I can't really say it doesn't fit the name. So, based on that, I am going to give this a full star. Because really, it's unfair for me to actually dock it a 1/4 of a star based on me not seeing the map of the actual park and stuff like that. So, moving on to recommendations.
If I may make one more note.
Hey, Meta's back.
You can.
If the whole point was that it was supposed to be the maze, at least point us in the direction of where the maze is at. Is all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to lead us through the maze because that would take the fun out of it. Because it's a maze, you're supposed to figure out a way around it. But I would at least like to know where that maze is in order to start looking through it. That's all I have to say.
Well, the maze was really, really small anyway, so. Anyways, Meta, would you recommend it?
Oh, hell yeah. There are a lot of Easter eggs in this map. Oh, including fucking Space Odyssey.
What we believe is Space Odyssey. There was also voices after that. We didn't pay attention. Some of us heard it, but we couldn't hear it because our volumes were low in the game. We wanted to make sure you guys can hear our recordings and voices and stuff like that. Any other reason added to that, Meta, or are you done?
Well, it has a lot to show. It has a lot to show, and is this a versus?
I think it has a versus campaign added to it, but I'm not sure. I haven't tested that.
If it does have a versus, this would make a pretty interesting versus. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely give it a recommendation, and I think we should try it out on Versus at some point.
If it works for Versus, we'll try it out, definitely. Kyo, do you recommend it?
Yes, very much so.
You're the only one that gave it a full 5. Dread, do you recommend it?
Yeah, I'll recommend it. The Easter eggs were interesting, even though we didn't find them all, but they were still interesting.
Yeah, I'll recommend it as well. It is definitely a map that I enjoyed. It is definitely a map I would love to replay. In fact, I'm planning to replay it as soon as after we're done here, so I can find those Easter eggs. Because I want to see all of them. I just don't want to see just the 3 that we did. So with that in mind, Kyo, you're the only one of us that gave it a full 5. Everyone else gave it a 3-way tie of 4 3/4. So yeah, play the map. Get it downloaded, put it on your freaking game, and play it. It is worth it. It's kind of got a seal of approval from us. So,
Oh yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to mention the other thing.
okay, go ahead.
Like when we were walking, actually, I don't want to spoil it. Oh yeah, they're gonna see the video anyway, so.
Yeah.
I love when we saw Francis.
Yeah.
We were just getting out of that situation, and I was just running along, just going through the level, hoping to get away from the oncoming horde behind us. And all of a sudden, Jimmy Kim's car just comes driving down the street. It runs into the street lamp, and out pops Francis. Fucking dead. And then the alarm goes off, and the horde alerts the horde, and all I'm thinking is, fucking Francis!
That is true. Anyway, I know you're thinking of that moment, but you got to do your thing, you know.
Rage about picnic tables?
Outside of that thing.
Fucking picnic tables. All they do is just get in your way, and they don't really provide any support for fighting against the undead. You can't even flip them over. All they do is sit there, and they take shits all over the place. Fuck picnic tables.
To be fair,
Will Shell is too weak to flip them over.
But if you were a tank, you probably could. But
Oh,
anyway.
so is that what this is about? Oh, so just because she's a woman, she's too weak to flip over anything?
No, it's because she's left-handed.
Oh. Of course. She's like, comment, and subscribe. Blah. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoy our stuff, let us know through comments. And if you have any criticisms, even if it's harsh, just leave it in the comments, because that's the only way we're gonna get better is if you comment.
And apparently, if you're not left-handed.
Yeah, because apparently Kyo hates left-handed people.
Fucking so mean to the left-handed people. I'm sorry, left-handed people out there. I am so sorry about all this.
Apparently, Kyo's a racist to Link.
But fuck picnic tables. And I'm sorry, picnic table enthusiasts.
See you guys later.